importantly, Utah just imposing their will with the big size differential between them and Southern Utah.
Yeah, no Brandon Carlson, the 7-footer, but there's so many others to go with it, and they know it. They've got to get some shots to go.
Well, there's so many new things with this Utah team. Baseline out of bounds, they send it back, but Cole Bajema now, Kick Smith told us that today when we met with them. If you got great spacing and great shooting and bigs that can score, you're probably going to be a pretty good offense.
Yep, you're right. Opens things up for those that can make the cut inside, a takeaway there. That's Ben Carlson. He started all games last year for Utah. New role for him coming in this year.
Lovering coming in with his size allowed Brandon Carlson to slide over to the power forward spot from the center position. But Ben Carlson's still going to be a big part of this. Off the page at you, just how many quality big people they have.
Yeah, pretty remarkable. There's Craig Smith, third season for him, finally kind of piecing together the kind of team that he wants. And
I think Craig Smith is really going to make, not him himself, but this Utah team, I think is really going to make a big jump. And, you know, based on where they were predicted in the preseason media poll, I think they're going to far exceed those expectations.
Yeah, I agree with you there. Picked 7th in the preseason.
No way they finish 7th.
Yep, they're going to upset some teams in Pac-12 play. And you've seen almost every team so far in person, and obviously it's still pretty early on, but there's a lot of pluses for this Utah team.
But again, I just go back to the experience, and guys have been in the program. Coaches talk about getting old as Carlson gets a layup. But teams are getting older now through the portal, and there's a difference. If you get older within your program, it's better than getting older in the portal. And yes, there are some transfers, but there's also some guys that have been around here for a while.
Yep, certainly so. They know what Craig Smith, some of them came with him. And nothing but great things we're hearing. This is a completely new team this year. No starters back from a season ago.
He is in a rebuild. First season, lost a lot of players. So again, what I said about Craig Smith, same with Rob Jeter. Year 1, you start to establish how you want things done, start recruiting. Hopefully by year 3, you're much improved.
Mr. lost the footing. He hobbles a little bit as he gets up.
Man-to-man for Southern Utah. A little surprised by that with the size differential as Madsen goes all the way to the front of the rim.
Trying to clean it up, Lovering, and then another chance. Too many chances there.
Yeah, Lovering got one, missed it. Carlson able to put it back, but it's hard to rebound out of his zone too, and maybe that's the thought from Coach Jeter. It's like, I'd rather just play man-to-man. At least you know who you're supposed to check off the board. But Utah attacking the offensive glass here early.
Yeah, the size right now, though, they're matching up. We'll see if they stay with it. Much more depth for this Utah team this year also. Coach Smith happy about that.
Well, one other thing, you know, you worry about as a coach in Craig Smith. Whoa!
Shot clock was down to nothing, and a bank right there.
But BYU's coming in here on Saturday, and so the peek ahead, you know, so you got to make sure your team's right to start this one. It seems like they are. They're engaged and into it.
Swinging around.
See, that's to me, that's one of the major differences this year is you have somebody on the other side of the court. Teams loaded up on Madsen, boxing one, did all kinds of exotic defensive stuff to him. Now you really can't do that because if you load to one side, Bajema's on the other. A capable low post scorer in Lovering, a capable inside-out guy in Brandon Carlson. So, like I said, they have a lot of boxes checked, this Utah team. Now it's just putting it all together and staying engaged defensively night in and night out.
Way out behind the arc. That one off the mark for Zion Young. He's one of just only a couple of players that were even on the roster last year for Southern Utah.
He's capable. When he was at Oakland, he made 9 threes in a game, 9 for 9 in a game. That's what I would say with the way this Southern Utah team plays, Krista. Like, if you let them get started, you could have a problem tonight. So it's this first 5 minutes, don't let them get confident. Don't let them see a bunch of shots go in. Cut it off early.
Yeah, a couple of wins for them. A loss, though, against Utah State. Madsen puts it down. Defense to offense.
Good spacing. I mentioned that right off the top, too. The spacing. You know, defenders got to make a decision. Are you going to hard close out and maybe get driven by and there's no help because of the spacing, or do you short close and hope they miss?
Wooster finding him all the way across. Court awareness of.
Yeah, Wooster doesn't need to score to affect winning. He doesn't. I mean, he can score and he will score. He's the 4th leading scorer on the team. Doesn't need to score. This is a guy I'm excited to watch play tonight, Keba Keita. he's going to have way more of an effect on games this year for Utah than he did last year. He showed flashes last year, but I think he's kind of put it all together more this year.
Yeah, the second season, he's a sophomore and tips it up right there. Yep.
Right on cue. I mean, the athleticism and the explosiveness, and then you put it together with the motor, you're going to have a big impact on games.
You know, the conditioning of this team, you talk about a group that stayed together, worked out together, and you can see it. Big difference this year. Hunter Erickson's on as well. 0 and white. Transfer from Salt Lake Community College.
Another veteran player that could score.
Yeah.
Had 15 in the last game.
Shot clock down to 2.
Another banker.
And didn't get the shot off in time. The defense all over.
Trying to earn more minutes. You need to come in and have a positive impact and not play what the score is. Doesn't matter if you're up 10, up 20, whatever it is.
There's a drive there by Housley. Gets it to go. Yeah, you're right. You know, because really Craig Smith, he shortened the roster a little bit earlier. They went out to Charleston, played in the Charleston Classic, facing some ranked teams. Shortened things up, but you want some minutes. Bring it tonight.
Well, and Cada didn't play in 2 of those games in Charleston.
Yeah.
Will Exact hasn't played at all this year. He's going to be a rotation player, so guys are going to be fighting for minutes at a certain point. Cada, good patience, left shoulder jump hook.
He's got great hands.
You know, I'm sure he may expand the rotation, but that doesn't mean you're getting more minutes. You have to earn more minutes. Another mistake defensively.
That's Diachak from the outside. He's just come in, so fresh legs, Sparks off the bench. Sophomore from Russia.
Well, nice job by Southern Utah here. It looked like Utah was going to run away with this thing. Good timeout. Since the timeout, they've closed the gap back down to 6.
Yeah, they've hit 4 of their last 5 to get back in it. Matson with the hesitation. Here's Ben Carlson off the back of the iron.
Effort plays.
Love the effort by the senior from Missoula, Montana.
Although, that's his first foul, Worcester, right?
Yeah. First personal, first team foul. And almost a steal from Carlson.
There's either miscommunication on that last possession for Southern Utah by Utah, or they're having trouble getting matched up. Guys coming in the game got to communicate who they're guarding.
Harrison trying to stick with Young, just short.
It's another area we haven't mentioned yet that Utah should really be an elite, not a good, an elite rebounding team on both boards, especially on the defensive board.
And it's something that Coach Smith told us he's been pretty happy with. The team's done well.
I mean, look how big they are positionally right now. And Brandon Carlson's not even playing tonight.
Right.
And he's 7 feet.
There is length.
But even their guards are big. Like Worcester's not small. Badgeba's 6'7". Matson 6'6". It's not just that their bigs are big. It's like their whole roster's big.
Johnson with the lay-in, back within 6. Yeah. And that's why Worcester, I mean, he averages 6 boards a game at a guard spot, handling the ball most of the time.
Yeah, but he like... There you go.
Florida State, Santa Clara, USC, and the Hoosiers will take the timeout.
So you might be asking yourself why we're showing a UCLA highlight this early in a Utah-Ute game. But Adem Bona, so far the dunk of the year for Pac-12 teams. I have this sneaky suspicion that that guy is going to challenge him for dunk of the year at some point. I don't know if it's going to be tonight, but at some point this year we are going to be talking about a Cada dunk on somebody.
Yeah, I'm with you. I saw him, I mean, we were watching him in warm-ups, and he had a really impressive one, set himself up perfectly. He's got so much power and lift.
And it's just the way he plays, too. Like, he's going to get like an offensive rebound and catch somebody. Yeah.
Yeah, he's no nonsense, that's for sure.
He looked athletic last year, obviously, but he looks even more athletic this year to me.
Absolutely, big focus. And you know this, too. That second year in, you know the system more. You've gotten used to being a student athlete as out of the timeout. A good one for Southern Utah. That's Fala. He's averaging 10 a game.
Fala used like 5-6 dribbles that time.
He's got 6 points. Booster underneath. Smaller guard, the and one. UC Irvine this year. Played 29 games last year for the Anteaters. Shot won't go for 4. Utah trying to pick up the pace. Lefty finger roll just won't drop for Wallin, who's come in, but cleaning it up was Keita.
Keita really understands what his job is. He knows he's not a shooter. This is what he does. Finish on one end, rebound the other, run the court.
Now look at the heads.
Starting to open up a little bit now.
Picking up the pace, and it favors Utah. Carlson, another bucket for him. He's got 8 points, 4 of 5.
But I think that's what, for Craig Smith, it's great to have experience and depth, but role definition as well, in guys understanding what they're out there to do. And I think Kate is a great example of that. He doesn't do anything that's outside of his job responsibility. Defend, rebound, run.
Yep.
It's a 2-foot stop and make plays for yourself or others.
I know you mentioned it earlier. I think every guard on this Utah team is willing to take it in as well. They love shooting the threes, but I think they're not afraid to also get some contact.
Well, that's what Craig told us earlier today, too, that Madsen's really evolved in that category of making a play off of a closeout.
Ford with a high arcer drops through. Rooster. Badgema, there he draws the contact.
Utah now in the bonus.
4 subs coming in for the Running Utes. It's only the 16th foul.
That is something in Badgema in their playmaking. Because they're going to make threes, but teams, once we get into conference, aren't going to let them make threes.
Erickson gets the touch. Roll off the front of the rim and in.
He can play, just getting back into it. Played junior college last year, which is obviously a big difference than playing high major Division I. But he's going to be a factor for them.
He had a couple of years at BYU, but didn't get a lot of playing time while he was there, and he went off on a 2-year mission as well. So he comes back a veteran player, just experience and age, and good to have players like that with you.
Again,
it's been a lot of games going on. The season is underway. It's hard to believe conference season's not that far off either. There's just a few more non-conference games, and then bam.
But what's interesting is and I think the coaches like that better.
Yep.
Being ready for 2 conference games in early December, especially if you got a bunch of new players, is pretty difficult.
Yeah, certainly so. Oops. Losing it out of bounds.
But this answer under 10 again.
And they really have done a nice job of not getting into major foul trouble of any sort. They don't have nearly the depth that Utah does, but they've been able to manage and bring in some fresh legs. Aggressive drive by Ford there, and he'll go to the line. Las Vegas, transfer from Idaho this year. 16 starts last year for Idaho. Keita's going to come back in. Lovely will sit with the 2 personals.
I think Craig at halftime is going to be pleased with the offensive side for the most part, but the defensive side, I think they've had some lapses.
Free throw good for Dom Ford. He's averaging 14 a game. There's the full court pressure again.
It's kind of token pressure, making them use some clock, so they're starting their offense in the half court with less shot clock.
Keita, nice screen, rolls down, tries to lay it up, can't get it.
Dunk that.
I'm surprised he didn't.
And you guarantee not missing it if you dunk it.
Seven-point lead for Utah. Trying to cut into it. That was Felder who's come in, freshman. Parowan, Utah. Rooster drives it up, draws the contact. Waving it off, they'll say before, but
Only difference is it's 1 and 1 instead of 2 shots.
Yep, 7th team foul.
At the line, number 25, Raleigh Wooster.
So Raleigh Wooster goes to the line.
They got something quick hitter, sideline out of bounds. 2.2, plenty of time.
Chuck in, Young back in. Housley squares it up, trying to bank.
They got down double digits, but fought back and have made this a game. Utah's got to lock in defensively and then start to impose their will.
Welcome to the Halftime Report presented by Fubo. It is officially bowl season on the football side of the conference. And for more, we welcome in Yogi Roth to take a deep dive on the Utah Utes, who will be playing Northwestern in the Las Vegas Bowl December 23rd. And Yogi, the last time these two faced each other was the 2018 Holiday Bowl, which was not a fond memory for Utah fans. However, they do have some very fond memories at the field they'll be playing at, Allegiant Stadium. Their last 2 trips there, they were holding up Pac-12 championship trophies when all was said and done.
Yeah, there's one thing that we learned, and anybody who's in Vegas learned, that the Utah fans will travel, yes, and they will travel to Vegas. So excited for them. I think it's a fun opportunity for this program because they were so banged up the entirety of the season, and especially at the end of the season. We looked at the Colorado game to look no further of how they're playing anybody that could play and suit up. And what do they do? It's a line. I want to see how they protect him, and I'd imagine you'll see a lot of quarterback run with him. And you're going to play against a team in Northwestern that, they went through a lot. This coach, the permanent head coach. So this is a team that's galvanized, and now they have an opportunity to be a team that's had a ton of success and played in the last 2 Rose Bowls.
And this one's important for Utah, but just peeking ahead to next year and the announcement that Cam Rising will be coming back for his 7th season of college football. Utah, obviously, and Kyle Whittingham is one of the most proven coaches in the country. Peeking ahead, future for Utah seems very bright, as it always does, Yogs.
Yeah, I think there's a few teams in the Pac-12 this year that have a chance to really launch themselves into next year and the national conversation. Utah is that, right? The last few years has ended in a tough, excruciating loss with injuries at the Rose Bowl. This year, I think it can launch them. They put it on Northwestern. I expect them to.
Washington, the Huskies, Brooks Jr., how about those numbers for him? And then tomorrow, it's Rice and the Cougs taking on UC Riverside. That one tomorrow, 7 o'clock Pacific time. Lots of good matchups in this non-conference season. And for this Utah team, they could use more Keba Keita. He leads all Utes, 13.6 of 7 shooting. Welcome back to the Pac-12 Halftime Report presented by Fubo, the official streaming platform of the Pac-12 Conference. Don, 60%, but 47% for this Southern Utah team.
Well, I was going to say Utah shoots 60%. They're only up 7. Defense needs to step up in the second half for Utah.
Certainly so. Chris Blunt alongside Don McClain, and some made threes for the Southern Utah team. Down by 15 at one time. They just kind of kept chipping away at it.
Yeah, they did. When you have a team that's a jump up in conference, mid-major jumping up to high major, you have to set the tone early, and I felt like they let Southern Utah get comfortable from behind the line. Yes, they did bank in a couple threes, but even still, they fought back when it looked like it was going to get away from them. Now can Utah impose their will on them and really impose their size advantage? And this guy had the easiest 13 and 6 I've seen, I think, in a first half. Just catch it, put it back, catch it off the path.
Getting ready for the start of the second half here in Salt Lake City. No Brandon Carlson tonight for the Runnin' Utes. He's out with a leg injury, but Don, hopefully they'll get him back soon.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like anything major, probably more precautionary than anything, especially who they're playing on Saturday. But I think for Brandon Carlson, this year is final year of college basketball, finding that balance of playing inside, playing outside. And I thought last year, really trying to prove to people that he could count it on for that balance to do both. Rebound, protect the rim. Watching a different game this half than we did like today.
Yeah.
I don't understand.
It is completely different. And that's the 7th team foul for Utah with 13:07 remaining. Foul on King.
Them are slow.
Jazz Hutchinson, the redshirt senior, gets the first.
At the line, number 5,
A couple of starts last year for UC Irvine. Played in 29 games. Gets them both. First in there. There's a follow-up by Felder. And it's a 9-point Utah lead.
Here we go again. Same exact thing happened in the first half.
Took advantage.
Again, over the top, defender out of position, trying to front. That's an easy lob and finish for Cada.
Owsley roughs it up, trying to find Felder, and a whistle and a foul going to go against Utah. This crowd.
All in the air. Like, just because they threw a lob pass doesn't mean the offensive guys.
Southern Utah has numbers. Ford says, bring it up, sticks it.
They can stay in the game, and that's exactly what's happened. 8 of 18 you'll take all day long, and it's brought them back. Got down 17 here in the second half, and it's brought them all the way back to down 6.
Yeah, this is a team coming in shooting 31%. They average 7 threes a game, but tonight, completely different story.
Good pass.
Ajima
Wide open.
can't hit it. Shooting percentage has gone down a bit. This one's going to go against the Thunderbirds. Johnson, second personal. Some subs coming in for Utah. Just the 6th team foul on Southern Utah. Next one will put the Utes on the line, and there's a whistle, and that'll be it. They're going to get Brock Felder with it. As you could see, Lovering trying to post up strong.
It doesn't strike me as that physical of a game here in the second half.
For this many whistles.
Right.
Lovering to the stripe. He's got 2 points, only taken 2 shots, but 5 rebounds. He's also got 4 personals, gets the first free throw to go. Junior from Cheyenne, Wyoming. Transferred in a couple of seasons with Colorado. Started every single game last year for the Buffs.
He's got to continue to evolve, continue to grow on the court, do more. He's got a nice looking stroke for a guy his size.
Listed at 7'1".
Patience, took his time, went middle, spun back. Easy layup.
Ben Carlson to start tonight without Brandon Carlson. 13 for him, 8 for Fala. Ten minutes left in the game. Wow. We're gonna call a flop, I think, on this. And there was some contact and then no whistle, but now kind of a late
Kristen,
call.
this is the first time you've ever done a game with me and me with you.
Yes.
When I say let's move on, let's run it.
Yeah, nobody really helping down for Lovering on that one. 16 now for Fala. Now Lovering inside. And then Fala get tied up. It'll be his fourth, or excuse me, his third. Johnson, sophomore from Dayton, Ohio. .69% free throw shooting team coming into this ball game. Thunderbirds. 3 for the last 3 buckets. Carlson on the drive, he gets fouled. He'll go to the line. Take the timeout. 7:47 remaining here in the second half. 4-point lead for Utah. Here's tonight's Old Trapper beefy moment. There's been several from Keba Keita tonight.
Well, it seemed pretty easy just to throw it over the top to Keba Keita in the second half. He's being fronted, just throw it over, let him go get it and finish it. But he has made a major jump, and we had heard that talking to the Utah people before this game, that he had made a jump. He's made a big jump. And 13 points in the first half, 8 in the second. We still got almost 8 minutes to go.
Absolutely.
And no Brandon Carlson.
Brandon Carlson out with the leg injury, and hope to get him back. Their next game, number 14 BYU coming in on Saturday.
Well, that's the other thing. I mentioned the team free throw shooting in Utah at over 71%. They're probably going to have to make some free throws to close this one out.
Gets them both. 15 points for Ben Carlson. His first start on the year.
Zone look for Utah. First time tonight.
You like the idea?
I like it.
Yeah.
I like mixing up your cover.
Game, Madsen back at him, can't get it. Southern Utah, 4 of their last 4 buckets have gone in.
Again?
And that one just short.
He's obviously got that range. He shot it twice in a row.
This is a fairly young team
Good find.
that Coach Jeter's putting together. Also, only 2 seniors as a much-needed 3-ball for the Utes.
I like that by Madsen. He probably could have put that up on the rim. Nobody would have said anything, but makes the extra pass to the corner for Erickson.
Keita.
Thrown that sooner on the roll, so it wasn't really a roll anymore. It's more of a post up. He had both defenders. If he had thrown it a second earlier, the big wouldn't have been able to rotate back to Keita.
Yeah, Felder got in the way just enough. Won't drop for Keita.
Checking in the game, number 22, Carlson.
That foul on Felder was his 4th. Hutchinson comes off. Misses them both.
Nine of 15 from the line coming in for Keita. And the way, so 60%, missed both there, but for the way he plays, he's got to be reliable from the foul line. He's going to get fouled.
Takeaway by the Utes, and the transition D, though, stopping the layup.
And pull the 3 with some space. Not sure he would have gotten that shot off anyways if he hadn't turned it over.
Just under 3 minutes left in the game. Wooster.
That's another missed layup for him.
Just uncharacteristic. Young. Keita swats it out of bounds.
In the game, number 22, Carlson.
Did a good job of waiting to see it out of the player's hands and then going and get it. You try and get it right out of their hands, a lot of time you foul.
And he's the kind of player that's going to make a lot of shooters change the way they approach the rim as that one rolls in for Fala. 18 points for him. Madsen with the reverse. Good read where the D was, and it opened up on the other side.
You can get to a place where you're not known as just a catch and shoot guy. Now you're really difficult to guard. Like if he keeps doing this, guys aren't going to close out so hard anymore.
Follow. Sing. Dom Ford guarding Wooster. Now the high screen. Taking a look. Our Whole Foods official review. So big game coming up on Saturday, and then another in-state matchup for Utah against Utah Valley. And then Bellarmine will come in, and then it's the start of the Pac-12 season.
Got the Washingtons coming in here first to open up Washington State, and then Washington. Washington to me is similar to Utah in the sense that both teams really improved from last year. It looks like here early.
Wow, we'll see what you think.
He jumped into him.
Yeah. Wow. So a foul on Ben Carlson.
Yeah, it's only a
Yeah,
two.
it
That
should only be
a
two, yeah. Officials taking a look, making sure, but he's not behind the arc. Third personal on Carlson.
But depending upon what happens here, Southern Utah will come foul.
Yep.
At least one more time to make Utah earn it.
Yeah, they're going to have to. That'll be his third.
Madsen doesn't shoot a lot of free throws, but you would expect him to be a good.
Really so into his diet and his conditioning and everything. He's kind of that brainiac with those things, according to coach. He's gets the second.
Let him roll it this time. There
Yep.
you go.
Ford gets the three. Utah up by 3 as the clock's winding down. Madsen trying to get away from the contact, and they finally catch up to him with 3 on the clock.
Nong for the drop in.
Yeah, Brooks is seeing the floor very, very well. I mean, last year, he had the ball a lot better this year.
The Bobcats shot just 39% against Rocky Mountain in that 8-point loss in Bozeman as it's lost out of bounds by Robert Ford III, the Idaho State transfer. It goes over to the Huskies.
Their AD, Leon Costello, does a great job at Montana State, but I chalk that loss up to him. Rocky,
Bad scheduling?
That is a bad team to schedule. They're good. I know Montana State can play better. I know they're supposed to win that game, but that is a dangerous team to play.
And Kepnong, and then the tip by Keon Brooks. Paul Mulcahy has it stripped, and coming out of the pack is Eddie Turner III, the Seattle native for Montana State.
Garfield High School well represented players and coaches this evening.
Off balance and a foul will get Brandon Walker to the line. And that'll be a couple of free throws for Walker as Frank Kepnong picks up the foul.
Brandon Walker's just used to playing against taller people. I don't know about stronger. They list him at 250. He's hard to move out of there. He does a good job anchoring the defense, if you will. Transfer from UT Arlington.
Last year averaged 6.5 points a game for UTA. Double figures, 5 of the first 7 for Montana State this year. And a 64% foul shooter rolls it in. He had a career high 26 in their win down in Berkeley against Cal.
Yeah, he did a heck of a job that night. A game that didn't please you.
No.
Alumnus. Mad Dog's going to get it going. He's going to do a really good job there. I don't think there's any question about that.
And Cal was missing 3 guys that night. So when you look at, they're missing Jalen Celestine, Keontae Kennedy, who just came back, and Devin Askew. 10 to shoot for Montana State. This is a program that's used to winning, even though there's a change at the top for Montana State.
Talk about reloading. They lost an excellent coach in Danny Sprinkle, and they replaced him with a really good one also.
Danny Sprinkle now the head man at Utah State as Moses Wood lines up at 3 and got his own miss. Nobody boxed out the shooter, and he makes Montana State pay for it with another 3.
Another page from Moses Malone, but Moses didn't do it out behind the three-point line. Ball came all the way back to him, and I'll tell you what, Moses Wood looked really good. You and I talked before we came on the air about that.
11 threes the last 3 games.
And he looks so much more comfortable. I tell you, the first practice I saw this year, he was so impressive. I saw on Q. 1 year at Tulane, 2 years at UNLV, 2 years at Portland. I guess we call him well-traveled.
That's just par for the course.
Exactly.
This day and age of college basketball.
Times with the penetration, he's such a good passer. He had like 12 assists, no turnovers in the Colorado State game.
And it's believed to be the first time that's ever happened. 12 or more assists without a turnover for a Washington Husky player. Brian Garacki from deep, and there's Frank Kepnon clearing. The Huskies look to run. Xavier Wheeler in transition. It goes through the hands of Paul Mulcahy, who's claiming he didn't touch it, and he is going ballistic. He wants them to take a look at this, but you can't. So it's a turnover, but Xavier Wheeler. 11-4, Dogs up early. Pac-12 men's basketball is presented by Verizon. Get the new titanium iPhone 15 Pro on us. And brought to you by MGM Rewards. Earn points on every game-winning celebration. Visit MGMRewards.com for details. And by Las Vegas, the greatest arena on earth. Some of the recent success, there's Danny Sprinkle, the former head coach of Montana State. Back-to-back Big Sky Tournament Championship. The lob for Braxton Meehl. The ball movement. Anthony Holland from the corner hits a 3. And Holland, who didn't play against Colorado State early into this game, and hits a 3.
Yeah, Mike Hopkins, when we were talking to him earlier today, told us just that. He felt bad he couldn't get him in, and he knows what a good shooter he is. So I'm going to get him in early tonight, maybe get him going, and he did just that.
3 threes already for UW. And a kick by...
Touch it. Mr. Holland knows exactly what to do. He's played. This is his 120th game. There's a lot of players.
Key. In and out, and Xavier Wheeler grabs the rebound of the Huskies. Look to push it. Corin Johnson.
Boy, that's good D by the big guy.
From the top, Keon Brooks Jr. a 3. Washington now 4 for 6 from downtown.
I like Xavier Wheeler's decision. He couldn't get by Brandon Walker, just found a teammate more open instead of forcing a shot up.
And another 3. That's the 3rd 3 for Tyler Patterson. You know this has to feel good for him. And then a violation by one. The Huskies have the most starts.
Yeah, they do, and most of those 552 games are from transfer. 6, I think, with 127 was his number. Moses Wood, 126. I mean, that's incredible experience, and I think but it's also incredible inexperience because they're all new people. It's going to take them a little while to come together. I still think this is a much more talented UW team, Rox. I think this team can be very competitive in the Pac-12 this year.
Inside of the former Arizona State Sun Devil, John Olmstead lays it in. He was a 4-year walk-on for Bobby Hurley, and grad transferred to Montana State. And the 6'10" who attacks, and Olmstead fouls him. And 2 free throws for Corin Johnson.
Xavier Wheeler is off to a tough start after no turnovers last game. I believe that's 3 already. Maybe they didn't call that one possession by the time Corin came up with it. This is that 2-point guard lineup, and Xavier needs to just settle down a little bit. Number, 6 in the country now, NCAA in assists.
2 strong from Corin Johnson, the sophomore from Seattle, 67% from the line.
B. Turner played for Brandon Roy, whose numbers hanging across the way from us.
One of the 3 retired numbers here at the University of Washington.
He's done a great job at Garfield. Did a great job at Nathan Hale with Michael Porter Jr.
Olmstead has it poked away. Dives for it. And then they're calling a foul on Anthony Holland, who hit Olmstead in the head, trying to reach for the loose ball. And the first against Holland. And they're calling on Mia and not Holland. So Mia also was in there trying to reach for the ball.
Braxton and Frank Kepnon, when they're on the floor, they attract fouls. So they're always around the action. And Mike Hopkins makes good use of their fouls.
Of course, Washington doing it differently this year on the defensive end. They have been a zone team. Mike Hopkins roots with Jim Boeheim. Now they're playing almost exclusive man, probably about 90% at least man.
Yeah, exactly.
As Tyler Patterson missed the three, but the offensive rebound by Sam Lekalot and a foul on Washington.
That'll get you sick. You know, people say, well, you can't rebound as well out of a zone. That's not true. If you mentioned Jim Boeheim, he and Hop, particularly good job with defensive rebounding so far.
Brian Garacki rattles in a three, and Montana State takes their first lead.
Well, they missed their first two, and they've been on fire since then.
Attack in the basket, getting inside is Corin Johnson. And a travel off the inbound. It goes right back to the Huskies.
Turnovers aplenty for both teams so far. It's 4 apiece. We got 8 turnovers, and we just went under the 10-minute mark.
Well, both teams shooting it well. Both are over 50%. Washington has made 7 of their last 9. Montana State has made 6 of their last 8.